We're going to have great guests on. I can't wait to have them on. And I just want to tell everybody, I hope everybody had a blessed week this week. And I want to keep everybody in prayer, the people that passed on, and also people that's sick. And then some people found out that they have loved ones that left this earth. So we want you to give our condolences to everyone. And everyone who had a birthday in June. I had a birthday in June. So happy birthday, Dr. Rock. My sister had a birthday in June. Happy birthday, Franchella.
Yes.
There's a lot of people. My sister-in-law had Bonnie. Happy birthday to you. I can't name you all. If I forgot, look, trust me. Don't blame it on my heart. Blame it on my age, okay? Okay, that I forgot. All right, so just remember, though, happy birthday to all. Oh, can't forget Marguerite.
Yes.
Marguerite Ruff. Yes, I have to say her because she's one of our guests on today. So we had to mention it was her birthday. Yes. All right. Okay, so I want to ask I want to introduce y'all to my host, Sharon Pearson. So, Pearson, can you tell us what you did today and what went on or last week or anything new?
I had a pretty busy week last week. I did a couple of projects, a photo shoot that I got coming up that I'm really excited about. So, yeah, and then work.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, okay, wonderful. She's always into stuff, the acting world and doing things. So, congratulations to that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So, for further ado, as they say, we're going to have our two guys come up. My manager is Earl Contee, and Brett Jolly is my tech man. We're going to have them come up and sit down. We have a question for them. You think we? Yes. So we just wait. Come on over. All right, looking nice with your Adidas outfit on, sharp. All right, look at Brett too with his suit.
I got a gig.
Yeah, you got a gig today.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So let's think about the question that we want.
Okay, so my question is, I'm a big sports fan, so my question is, what do you think about the rumors that LeBron James is going to go to the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry? What y'all think about that?
I got plenty to say on that, but you want to go first? You want me to go first? Okay, that's fine. To be honest with you, I think it's great that he's going to the Golden State Warriors. The biggest problem is that LeBron is near 40 years old. And LeBron near 40 years old is not the same thing as LeBron at 25 or at 30 or at 35. All right? Don't get me wrong. He doesn't have to be a superstar to be in the Warriors. He really doesn't have to because he's still got a great game. But the thing is, how far does that go? How many people near the age of 40 are still dominant? Even Michael Jordan, who came back, was the greatest basketball player ever. He came back and he played and he was with the Washington Wizards and he did okay. But the team didn't do all that well because he wasn't the same player.
Right.
Each year, people diminish in sports.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant took care of his body like crazy and he was injured like phenomenally toward the end of his career. To the point where he had to retire. LeBron James, the question for him is if he can last the whole season. And that's my take on that one.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Well,
so what you say, Earl?
Well, with LeBron James, see, when you get older, when you get close to your 40s, that's like an old man in basketball. Even at the talented as LeBron James is, he's a talented, but he got to be able to help his teammates too, and he's a step slower than so most people. They retire and move on, and pass the baton, as you say in running. I know we talk basketball, but same principle,
Pass the baton.
But on the ball, it's the same thing, just analogies.
Nope, that was an excellent
analogy,
brother.
But I like LeBron, and I think he got a couple more years. I don't think many more.
Yeah, but remember they said the same. We were talking about Kevin Durant going to Phoenix, and that was supposed to be a championship year for them. Well, did it materialize? No. All right.
But I think, my opinion, I believe that they can, whatever age, it doesn't matter. Age is just a number. Sometimes when you're younger, you know.
No, not in basketball.
Not in basketball. No, not in basketball.
Because when I was a kid,
Age is a bad number.
when I was a kid at 15,
saying.
I was running up and down the court, you know. But I
Yeah.
can't run up and down the court now.
No.
You might can. You never tried.
I
Until
go
you
to
tried
basketball
it. I mean,
court. My mind tells me yes.
your
And
mind
my
tells
said
body
no.
says, what's wrong? You can't get off the ground. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer to get on the ground.
Yeah, there you go.
They coming back down. They running back down.
And you know you're bad when the kids go like, hey,
Yeah.
old head, you want to play? I'm like,
Right.
oh, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's like that song.
Yeah.
My mind is telling me yes.
Yeah, right.
My body is telling me no.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's so right.
My mind tell me yes, but my body tell me no. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
LeBron,
yes.
LeBron is the ultimate athlete in terms of that. He is great. I mean, he's probably the best 39-year-old athlete that you can find. The question is,
Arguably, you
he's
know.
30, right, he's a 39-year-old athlete.
Yeah.
And because of that fact, you know, in basketball, over a 72 game or 82 game, whatever it is, that's going to wear him out.
Wow.
So let's see if he lasts the season.
Well, let's see. But you never know. He might surprise y'all. He might be the.
He might.
He might surprise you. And like I said, it's like certain other things. Like you said, sports, Earl. You know, as far as basketball, football. At what age do you think they should stop in football?
A lot less than 40. Go ahead.
A lot less than 40 years old.
Yeah.
because
Not less than
ain't too many
40.
people
Yeah.
last for 40. They get about mid-30, 35, they out. You know,
That's that
that little step slower. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then like he played basketball, I played a little basketball, but it was fun when I was young.
Oh, absolutely.
I played today with the kids, and I'll be sore for a couple of days. I won't be able to get out of
We'll be
bed.
good.
I'm glad of the people that I had a chance to work over. You know, like Rasheed Wallace. I got him. I got oh man, a lot of them. And I enjoyed every last minute of it.
Right.
I
Wow.
said, they want to guard me, you do it at your own peril. But
Right.
now if they want to guard me, they can because I'm not going to be on the court.
Right, you call retirement.
It's retirement. That's where we are.
Yeah, it's called retirement. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, everybody do it. You know, anything happens, you retire and stuff, and
Absolutely.
you know, it's a certain age. So, or if your body, sometimes your age might not be a factor. Maybe your body feel torn down, and you could be in your 30s and might feel torn down. Then what? You know what I'm saying?
I was surprised that LeBron made it to where he is now because
Right.
even though he's in great shape,
Yeah.
and we got to admit that, but you know, still he had injuries this season,
Well, yeah. But
and they're not going to get better next season.
Nah.
All right.
So what think about his son, Bronny James coming out.
He's
Oh,
good.
Bronny, yeah, well, Bronny, it's about time for Bronny to come out.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid for LeBron to wait for his son to come out before he
Before he retired.
before he retires.
Before he retires.
He gonna get hurt, and they gonna do him in.
I mean, he don't have that much more time. He's about to be out, so I mean,
Right. You know, we have a caller. Let's just see who the caller is.
We talking basketball.
There you go. There you
I
go.
love sports.
Dr.
So
Roxanne
Me
Contee,
too.
hello.
I do too. We all do.
Hey, Double D, how are you? Yes.
I don't know what the topic is today, though, so
Oh.
I can speak on the topic.
Yes, we would know. Just now, the topic was for sports for LeBron James. You know, for some playing right now. That was just the top. Go on Facebook, Dr. Roxanne Contee's Facebook page, and Instagram for Shay. If you want to go on Instagram also, and you'll see it live.
Oh, I don't have
She's on
an
Facebook.
Instagram thing. Are you?
Yeah.
On Facebook.
But-
With a young lady got on green?
Yes. So you see us
Facebook.
then.
Yeah, I just got on it. I can see you all sitting on the couch.
Yes.
So what can I say? Can I say anything now? Or?
Go ahead.
Yeah, what do
Well,
think
yeah,
about
you on the
basketball?
phone now. So what you think about the basketball with LeBron James? That's what we're talking about now.
Or anything
What's
else.
happening with it? Was he going somewhere else?
So he retired. He's 39 years
He
old.
retired.
Well, they're talking about. There's rumors about him going to the Golden State Warriors to team up with Steph Curry. And I was like, what do you think about that?
Right.
My thoughts on that is that I understand his son is coming out of school. I think he wants to really make some true history.
Yeah.
Be able to get a chance to play with his son and perhaps even go to the championship. You know,
Right.
nowadays it's not like it was back in the 70s. You built the team. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't run from team to team just to get there.
Right.
Those folks who ever got a ring back in the day, you got a ring because they played hard with each other.
Right.
And you can make these super PACs, and there's no guarantee that you win a super PAC that you won't win. You see, the AC made it all the way to the finals.
Right.
This is true.
So
This
ain't
is
no
true.
finishing stone as far as all y'all being on one team together, how well they going to do.
Yeah.
Lakers had enough folks. The eyebrow, he never showed up. He's been
He
like
should.
that since he's been like that since he's been in the league. You know,
Yeah.
you got to play every time you come out there and step on the court. You need folks that get along with each other, number one, okay? And have the same goal in mind. If there's no big eyes, no little U's,
Right.
we all want to do this thing.
All right.
It's the only way it's going to get done.
Right. Wonderful.
Ain't no one man beat no team in history in no sport ever.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna ever happen that way. That's
Wow.
why it's called team.
Team, right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you play tennis, it's you against your opponent. That's your only singular game there.
Right.
But other than that, everything else is team involved. And if we don't get along, I'm talking about you behind your back, you're talking about me
Right.
behind my back. The locker room is already lost.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for your comment. We really appreciate you calling up. You know, we really do.
Okay.
Yeah, so keep checking us out on Facebook Live. We are on Facebook Live and Instagram. And we will be on YouTube. We will be on YouTube also. Okay? All right.
All right, and the Sixers, right?
Thank you.
Respect to everybody.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, thank
What
you
you
so
think about
much.
the Sixers?
No, that's all another show.
That's another show.
Ah!
Sixers always in Philly. We Philly.
Oh, we got another caller though. We got another caller.
for that.
No, it's only
Dr.
5
Roxanne
minutes.
Contee Show.
No.
They talk-
Hello, Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Okay, nobody. Okay, we want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for that, you know, the comment, because we got to get to our guests because
Thank
it's,
you.
time is going by, so we have to get to our guests. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
All
much.
right,
Thank you,
thank you.
And by the way,
We're talking about the Sixers next.
No, we talk about six another time. That's
And
another
that guy
show.
was right,
Another
with
show.
the exception of Will Chamberlain, who did beat a team by himself
Okay.
at one point.
Oh yeah,
All right.
you got 100 points.
That's
He's got
all
100
another
points. There you
show.
go. That's a
Well, we're not talking about the Sixers unless my uncle coming back. My uncle Wally Jones.
Wally Jones.
Wally Jones, the 76er player back in the 70s. That's when I looked at it a lot when he was on there. I'm sorry, y'all, but I guess I feel that way, you know. Yep. Yep, so. Oh, okay. So let's see. We're going to have, I'm sorry. We're going to have our special guest come on now. All right. So we have Shay Monroe. Come on over. Yes, Shay Monroe. All right.
Oh, I love
See?
this couch.
Yes.
Nice
Yes.
and
It's
cozy.
nice and cozy, right?
Yes.
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 All right. So the question that Marguerite had, anyone can see Shay on there?
Shay, yes, but not the second. This
Oh,
side.
the second
Anybody
person.
that
Okay, no
you
problem.
can't see.
Okay, the second. No problem. All right, so Shay Monroe, can you tell us about
Yes.
you and, you know?
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been, out in public.
Uh-huh.
I've been, incognito,
Uh-huh.
on the DL, behind the scenes, all that good stuff.
Witness protection.
Oh.
Witness
No, I
protection.
She said
yes.
witness protection. Witness protection.
Yeah, but God has been good. God has
Mhm.
been keeping me. Last year I lost my father.
Oh, yes.
And that
Yes.
really took its toll on me.
Yeah.
And I've been grieving well.
Mhm.
You never know when grief is going to hit you when
Yeah.
you're grieving.
Yes.
It just kind of takes you on a new journey. And having someone for 60 years,
Mhm.
just about 60, I haven't reached 60
Yeah.
yet, but I'm getting there.
Thank God.
But having him for just about that amount of
Mhm.
years, it becomes a routine
Yeah.
of being a daddy's girl.
Yeah, daddy's girl,
So
yeah.
I'm learning that I'm still a daddy's girl.
Yes.
I just don't have the physical presence of him,
Mhm.
but it's like the strength and the strongness of me is his presence.
Yes.
So I love carrying that with me, and
Yeah.
I'm learning the new normality of my life,
Mhm.
which now I'm coming back.
Yeah.
It's like coming back from under being immersed in water.
Yeah.
You come back and you feel like I have to
Right.
reintroduce myself with this new normality.
Well, you look beautiful. I want to
Yeah.
tell. I love
Oh.
that shirt is
This-
different. Very different. Yes.
It's the colorful me.
Yes.
Y'all know I'm
Yes.
full of colors.
Yes, you are.
I cannot be a black and white person, even though black and white is
Yeah.
beautiful when you throw
But
in
I
a
have to have
splash
colors.
of color.
I'm a color
Yes.
person too. I love colors. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been behind the scenes just trying to keep doing what God has purposed,
Yes.
me to do, the woman's journey to life. is my heart, it's my
Yes.
passion, it's something I love, supporting other women, being behind the scenes. It's kind of like presenting a stage, putting all the decorations out there, and allowing that woman to step on for the
Yes.
first time and to see herself the way other people see her.
Yes.
So I've been doing that, doing a lot of behind the scenes. And y'all know my baby is Young Queens Building Bridges Summer Initiative.
Yeah.
Which
That's what we're going to be doing this summer.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so you're going to talk about that, but I just want everybody to know that Sharon and I and Marguerite is a part of Women's Journey.
Yes, Women's Journey to Life.
yes,
You
for
all
life,
have
yes.
been blessing us with your presence,
Yes.
blessing us with your gifts, your talents, just blessing Women's Journey to Life. Like I said, it's one story is important to another story. And my journey is not important unless I can share it with another one of my sisters.
Right.
And you all have been my sisters
Yes.
and sharing y'all journey and y'all stories. And it's a beautiful thing when I can learn from you, learn from your experience and what it is that you've done.
Yes.
So, to continue Women's Journey to Life, to me, is like continuing the legacy of our stories collectively. So that's what
Well, I know I'm
Women's
blessed.
Journey is.
I'm blessed to be a part of Women's Journey all these years, that I was a part of it. And the thing of it is, with Shay Monroe, she's a blessed person. She's always God. When you talk about God, you see a lot of God things in her that she's doing that's good. She shows love, and she just shows everyone the right way. And everyone listens to her because she's a blessing. And I love to be I'm glad I'm a part of Women's Journey. And we have been through so many things on Women's Journey.
Yeah. And it's really a blessing. The word says that, your children will rise up and call you blessed.
Yes.
And it's like we acquire so many children in life. Like it's not just our own by birth.
That's right.
But it's the children that we meet along our journey and say, I'm going to love on you because you're my daughter.
Yes.
Or you're my son. Or you're my child.
Yes.
So it's like being a part of Women's Journey to Life and having all of these children, by nature and by nature that God gave us that we acquired. And then having those children grow up and come back and say, Shay or Miss Shay, it's because of you that I decided to choose this path.
Right.
Or, I want to do this, Miss Shay. I'm going to be a teacher just like you. But it makes you feel old, one. Because some of them grow up and bring their kids and be like, here, Miss Shay, this is my, and you be like, okay.
Yeah.
But the blessing is just being able to plant the seed, pray over it, and let God do what God is going to do. And just truly by faith believe that something is going to transpire when you release it. So I'm really, really blessed to be a vessel that God uses, and it's a blessing.
Yes, it is.
To have the life and breath to be able to say, this is my purpose, this is what I'm meant to do, and I'm going to do it the best of my ability. And y'all know I do it raggedy. I do it with one limb falling off. Hair untossed.
But you do it,
it
and you do it
matter.
wonderful. Yes.
But it's just a matter that, to me, that God gets the glory.
Yes. But you always, like I said, you always did everything that you do. The things that you do, far as all of us, when we have different functions, events and stuff, it's always well put together. Definitely well put together. Yeah. And we all, we just so proud and so happy to be a part of Women's Journey.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Thank you. And it's so funny because I don't know how to accept compliments sometimes. I want to throw it back off. Deflect.
Well, accept it because
give it back. Yes. But
Yes.
it's a blessing just to be able to be seen now.
Yes.
Like sometimes you do so many things and you're not seen. But it's a blessing just to be seen and be heard. So I truly, humbly thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I like what you said about being seen and heard, because I feel for you. You're seen and you're heard. You're not trying to be seen and you're not trying to be heard, but you're being seen and you're being heard, and you're not afraid to step out of the spotlight. Some people they got to be the spotlight. They got to be the center. And I think one of the things that I love about Women's Journey to Life is you're like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, and you don't feel as though, well, Roxanne is doing this, then well, I'm less.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Right.
like that about.
Yeah.
It's like we're all one body.
Yeah,
Right.
one body,
You
right.
know, and one body doesn't function well
Yeah.
without the
No,
other.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in my heart, I truly see we all have a purpose.
Mhm.
We all have a gift, and I can't shine in your spotlight
Right.
because it's
Exactly.
only intended for you.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's something that I love being able to
Mhm.
see people in their spotlight. I told you I'm the behind the scenes person.
Yes.
You know, I love doing that. But
Yeah.
yeah, for the most part, what's
Mhm.
coming up with us is I keep a calendar.
Uh-huh.
I try to keep everything in order.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, and we really took a hard hit to the calendar, you know, me taking that hiatus away from everything. But I looked at the calendar and I'm like, okay, it's time to go again.
Time to do it,
Time to do
right.
it again.
But we still have little things like
Yeah.
we even have Christmas time.
Yes.
We
yes.
have what you call Pollyannas.
Yeah.
Pollyannas
Yeah.
on Christmas,
The
and we
secret
just do that.
sister.
And you know what I love that we got to get and start doing again? Do that one time is the men. We
Oh,
had a
yeah.
men fashion show. I
Yeah.
thought that was wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
And we said
Yeah.
the kings, and they had the
Yes.
queens.
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
was really nice, and
Yeah.
we should do one of those again. That was
Yeah.
really nice.
And that was keeping it real
Keeping
from
it real,
a man's
yes.
perspective.
Yes.
And you know, it's so beautiful when I look around and see so many of my, you know, peers.
Yes.
You know, the other organizations that have, you know, put those same ideas
Mhm.
and then taken that
Yeah.
blueprint
Mhm.
and said, let's do it over here. Let's do it over
Yeah.
here. Even with the summer program.
Yes.
I see so many summer programs popping up
Yes.
now with the blueprint that other people are saying,
Uh-huh.
hey, I want to do this, I want to do this. And to me, it's a blessing,
Yes, it
you
is.
know, to see
Yeah.
that other people see the need
Mhm.
and the you know, that each community needs
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah.
And they just implement it
Yeah.
and place it in different places.
Mhm.
And it's like some people really get uptight. They're like, oh, they're copying.
Right.
And
Mhm.
to me, it's like, no, God bless us to be able
Right.
to all use our gifts and talents in different places.
Right.
And the more it's out there, the more we change the trajectory
Yeah.
of different communities.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing when you see it being done and done well,
Yeah.
you know, in other places. So the men's event, I saw that
Yes.
being done, and it was a blessing because
was.
we didn't keep the ball going
Mhm.
a long
Yep.
time, but to see it
Mhm.
flourishing and
Yeah.
having given men a platform to
Yeah.
be able to come and talk,
yeah.
especially talking with
Yeah.
us.
Yes, because
You
you
know?
know we always like women always have like fashion shows and showing their
Always.
stuff.
Yeah.
So we wanted the
Yeah.
men to
Yes.
be
To be
showing their
seen.
stuff and seen,
Spotlighted.
be
Yes.
seen,
Yeah.
and for the stuff that they've done in life.
Mhm.
Because men have been wonderful, you know.
Yeah, and
they're
our
wonderful.
event was called, you know, giving men a platform,
Giving Men a
keeping
Platform.
it real.
Yes,
And
yes.
we gave men their crowns, and at
Mhm.
the end, they all strutted their crowns
Yes.
and cried. And it was a beautiful
Yes.
thing to see our men walking with their
Yes.
crowns on, chest out, and
Yes.
you know, it was just
Yeah.
amazing
Yes.
to see. And our Earl here
Earl
had
was
his
one of them.
crown
Yes.
on. Yes.
Oh yes, I
And
love
so-
my crown.
So next time we
Yes.
do, we
Yes.
want Brett in that one too.
Yes.
So he can have his crown on.
Yes,
Oh, we're-
we gotta bring that, keeping
Yes.
it real back.
Yeah.
And the other,
Right.
the last one we did was chocolates and chocolates, where we
Chocolate.
had the chocolate fountain,
Oh,
and then you know
yes.
we called y'all the chocolate men. Chocolate comes in all flavors.
yes. She said, I missed that one.
You missed that one.
Marguerite.
This one.
White chocolate.
It's funny. She said she missed
The
that.
yellow
Yes.
Light chocolate.
No,
Yes.
yes.
said she
Chocolate
missed
for
that one.
chocolate.
I like dark chocolate.
She missed that one.
Bring it back. But that was amazing.
That's another look. That's another show.
That's another show.
Yeah.
That is another show. Okay, y'all keep your chocolate right now. But that's another show.
But calming the waters
Yes.
of the sweetness.
Yes.
I'm hot. Where my
Yeah.
fan at?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
That-
so-
that- I think we should.
Yes, we should
bring
do
all
that.
of those
We gotta bring that
conversations
back. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
But you know, and also see in the summer program, there's always been wonderful. Oh my gosh! And then I was ahead to helping out the fashion show
Yes.
with the girls
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes.
So we're gonna do that again this year,
Yes,
right?
yes. This year we're getting ready July 1st to kick off the Building Bridges Young Queens Summer
Yes.
Initiative. And what that is, we bring young girls from 7 to 17 into a safe venue, and we allow them to communicate, to, you know, have safe spaces We bring in different mentors and different professional women so they can see themselves inside of the women that come in. And we bring in models like Dr. Rock. We bring in lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs. We even take them out to radio stations so they could see themselves on the radio. We take them to medical offices so they can see themselves in that entity. This year we're proposing to have a judge come in and let them see, you know, the court system, not on the side where they are, you know, the ones that are being assaulted or accosted because of something they've done, but seeing themselves as a judge, as a lawyer, you know, as a clerk, a court clerk, so that they can see themselves just in different roles and not just through the window of their home looking out at the street thinking this is all we have to offer us.
See, that's a good thing, you know. And the girls, and they, so you can see how they mature just over the summer.
Oh my God!
How they mature and everything. They love it.
Yeah.
And they, so it's a wonderful, wonderful program.
Yeah, it's so funny because we do video clips of the girls when they first walk into the program. And when they first walk, the first videos, we show them at the end the difference and how much they transpire. In the beginning, they're slouched, their heads are down, they don't want to walk, they have no confidence, lack of confidence.
Then they got it.
But at the end, and Dr. Rock works with them beautifully to, you know, let them see what we see in them and that they can walk through that. But our theme for the whole program is Godfidence.
Yes.
And Godfidence tells them that we don't rely on our own confidence because tragic things happen to knock our confidence off the block. And we use the example as a marathoner in a race. In the beginning, that marathoner has all confidence in himself, saying, I can do this, I'm the it, I'm the best at running. And they begin a race and then someone passes them. And that confidence starts, maybe I can't do this. And then two other people pass them. And they be like, oh, well, I'm not as fast as I thought I was. Now their whole demeanor, their posture, their countenance, everything starts to fall. But if we go back to that beginning point and begin with Godfidence, which says, I don't rely on myself. I don't rely on what I can do. But I rely on a God who never fails. A God who can never do wrong. A God whose confidence I can rely on and depend on. Now I'm going to start that race with him. No matter what comes, no matter who passes, no matter who goes around, your confidence is solid. There's no wavering in your confidence. So that's what we teach the girls. And at the end, their walk with that kind of confidence, their head is up, their voices are loud, they're projecting, they're tossing papers, and it's such a beautiful thing to see them go through that transition and journey. And I'm hoping we get some girls again this year to take this journey with us. And you can contact Dr. Rock on her Facebook, her Instagram. You can contact me. You can contact Sharon. And I'm Shay Monroe on social, on any social media.
You can y'all can even email me or you can call me. Actually, you can call me at the number that we have, my radio number, 443-522-3988. And matter of fact, if you want to call up and if you have any questions about Shay Monroe, which she does a great job. And I know people that still waiting to be a member of Women's Journey. So that's a blessing. So you can call up, you know, right now and talk about it if you like to. Got any questions, any answers, anything you want to know, you know, you can call up.
You know, Shay, I have a question. I don't think I ever really knew what got you started. What made you create Women's Journey to Life? I mean, were you like sitting down one day, reading the paper, like,
I wish.
You know what?
You said, I wish.
Women's Journey to Life.
No, that baby, I call her my baby. That baby took place maybe 10 months in transition. So that's why I call her a baby. It was my life. You know, my life had tragedies. My life had, things that were very traumatic that would literally take some people out of here. I mean, I ended up with a nervous breakdown, hospitalized, on medication. I took medication to go to sleep, medication to wake up, medication to stay up, then medication to go back to sleep. My life had been this cycle of I didn't know who I was. I wasn't there for my kids, for my family, and it was the most excruciating thing that I had experienced. And at the end of it, I asked God, why? You know, why am I going through all of this? Why is my life so devastated? I thought I was in a good marriage and everything was going good, but the road just fell from under me. And when God started to speak into me that my story was for his glory, my story was his testimony, and it wasn't to harm me or to hurt me, but it was to prosper me and to make me better. I went through that not in vain, but I went in that to be what God needed me to be. So he told me, don't hide my story, to use it to put him on the platform. And so Women's Journey to Life, it was always about my journey. How do I express my journey in a way that is going to glorify God and that is going to allow other women to express their journey to glorify him in the end, or even get to the place where they can see it's not a tragic story. It is something that you're going to learn from whatever you go through, and there's an end, there's a projected end, whatever it is that you're going through. So Women's Journey to Life, the actual name was, God, I'm trying to live this life through this journey. And I began playing with that. This is my life. You know, this is my journey. How do I do this? And it just became, it is not about me. It's about the other women that you're going to reach. It's their journey to life. And that was it. That was Women's Journey to Life. I literally woke up and said, okay, Women's Journey to Life, let's take off. And I gave it all to God. And my first thing that I did was a women's symposium about telling your story and not being afraid to tell your story. And so from there, it just became, other women heard the story and said, I want to share my story. I want to share my story. Dr. Rock and I became close because we shared stories. And we found out our story had some similarities. And then Dr. Rock told me about Sharon and Sharon's story. And it's like, it just became this thing of we all had a common thread that brought us all together for some reason. And our stories were the line that we didn't know until we began to share them. So that's how Women's Journey to Life became a part of me. And it was so hard to give birth to because I always wanted to be behind the scenes. I was like, no, somebody else can do it. Let me tell you my idea, and then you do it.
That was wonderful. You know, that's how it became their Women's Journey to Life. Wonderful.
And we're 7 years old this year.
And I think I've been with you for, I think I got 5 years. 5 years.
5 years. 5 years. No, 6 years.
6 years. Yeah, 6 years. Because I've been with for a while. And I plan on continue this journey with Che, bro. As long as I'm on this earth, I plan on continue this journey.
Well, to God be the glory.
Because it really is a blessing, you know, what we do, and all of us are sisters. We might not be blood, but we are sisters in the group. And everybody love one another. You know, there's no drama in the group, and we love one another.
And the one thing I don't want to take up everybody's time, but the one thing that coming in that God placed on my heart when I was going through everything, he gave me that scripture, Psalms 129:17. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works. And to look at myself day in and day out and continually speak God's word over me and say, I'm not what my story looks like. I'm not what everyone wants to call me or project on me. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And I know it for well because God said it, I believe it, and that's that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all the wonderful. So y'all reach out. If anybody want to sign up for their kids for the summer, for the program that Shay Monroe talked about, then sign them up, and you can reach me, or you can inbox me if you don't have my number, which is 443-522-3988. You can call that number. And anybody have any questions for Shay Monroe, you can reach out to her. Reach out to Sharon, Pearson. about the program, and because we all are in the journey together, so you can always call and let us know.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for coming on.
I thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
Y'all enjoy the rest of this show. I know it's going to be amazing
Yes.
because y'all are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right,
Yes.
sis.
All right,
Love
see you.
you, love you.
All right,
Thank you.
see you later. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for
Yes,
coming
okay.
on. Definitely thank you for coming on. Yeah, so we're going to have our next guest coming soon. We're going to have Marguerite, and we're going to have Doug coming on. So Marguerite, you can sit there. Is that right?
Yes,
And Doug Payne. Douglas Payne is coming on to sit. All right. Yes. Yeah, you can sit right here. Yep, you're on. You're on, Doug. How you doing?
Hello,
How
everyone.
are you? How you doing, Marguerite? Ruff? How y'all doing? All right. What did you say?
Don't ask me.
She said, don't ask her. Well, we're so glad to have you both on today. All
Thank
right.
you for having me.
So our main focus right now was about the play that we're doing July the 29th. Now let me just mention Crystal, who is Mosette the poetess, wasn't able to come because she had to work. She got called in to work. And hey, we all do understand that when you have to work, you got to go.
That's right.
So she wasn't able to come. She's the one who wrote this play. She's the producer of the play.
Right.
I am her executive director of the play. So we can talk more about it, and we have the two cast members that's here to talk about the play. So first of all, introduce yourself, Doug Payne.
Hello, everyone. I'm Douglas Payne from the Bronx, New York, originally born in Harlem Hospital.
All right.
And I'm from my mom and my dad.
Yep. So you from your mom and your dad. Okay.
So you from the boogie
That's
down.
a Brett
Yes.
joke. He's going to use my joke on his next gig.
I will. You better believe it.
We happy to have you, Doug Payne.
It was great to be here.
Now, who's the beautiful lady next to you?
Oh, she's so sweet. My name is Marguerite Ruff,
Yes.
aka Lady Maya. I am a castmate with also these two lovely
Yes.
ladies here on the couch. They're also in the play as
Yes.
well.
You have June. June is coming on right after. She
Yeah,
definitely
she is,
going to be.
okay.
Yeah, she's going to take. She's going to sit there, and
Because I would
that's his
scoot
wife.
over a
She's a
little bit.
beautiful person, and we're going to introduce her because she's a part of the play also.
And
So she will be coming over here. So if she can sing, oh my goodness!
gosh,
I tell you, not just her. Marguerite, both of them can sing. They both.
Yes.
Mhm.
I tell you, both of them can sing. I thank God. We thank God for them being a part of the play.
It's an honor.
Because I'm, like I said, the executive director of the play. And everybody been doing wonderful. So whoever bought tickets, it's a blessing that you bought a ticket because you were going to see a great show. And I do have a ticket here for anyone that calls up. The first caller that call for this ticket, they get a ticket free if you call up while we're talking to Doug Payne
My phone.
and Marguerite Ruff. I'm like, she's trying to get somebody to call
You
up.
can't get your own.
No.
I'll make it call.
She said, so this is the ticket. So callers, call up.
Come
All
on,
right.
folks, get those tickets because they're
one-
going fast.
One free ticket now.
Yeah.
We
Before
got
they
one.
sell out.
All right.
It's
July
a dinner
29th.
theater.
The
Dinner
night-
theater. You get dinner as well.
And you know what? And the main part of the play is called Wash Down. And it's about Mosette's, the poetess, is about her life. With domestic violence, which is a big topic, which is definitely a big show, another show for us to talk all day. You can talk all day about domestic
Oh,
violence.
yes.
About, so many people lost their lives in domestic violence. So many things are going on. People won't even speak up on domestic violence.
Some people are embarrassed to say
Yes,
anything.
they're embarrassed
they
to
get
say
beat
anything.
up every day.
Yes, and they're getting,
Wear sunglasses or whatever. Cover it
sunglasses.
up.
And it's not just the woman. See, people might say, oh, you talking about domestic violence. It's just the woman. No, men are getting abused also
Men and children.
domestically.
Yes.
Okay, domestic violence with men. You'll see that on one of the scenes where the man get a violent, for domestic violence. Okay, so.
And isn't this the last production at the African American Museum before
Yes,
it closes?
and the African American Museum where it's going to be at will be closing on that we are going to close it out. We're closing it out.
7th
on
and Arch,
July
Philadelphia.
29th is not going to be open anymore. So we actually are the last show that's going to be at the African American Building, and I thought that was a blessing.
It'll be a historic event.
Historical event. Yes,
definitely
folks,
a
grab those
historical
tickets
event.
before they sell
Yes.
out.
Yes.
What's that free ticket? 443?
Yes.
Oh, you have a free ticket today?
Yes, yes.
What?
You better call up 443-522-3988.
Gratis.
Yes.
All up.
Free. Gratis.
443-522-3988.
Call
Remember,
in, folks.
come on up. Let me tell you, we have great cast, and you'll see different scenes and different acts, and it got a lot of poems. We got one caller. Who's this? Oh, they hung up.
Turn the
Though.
ringer. They missed
Oh, y'all hung up.
Missed
You
call.
missed it. Call back again.
We almost had it. Call back in.
Go ahead.
Oh, they back.
Call in, Ida. Is that my sister?
Dr. Roxanne
Is that my
Contee
sister,
show.
Ida?
Yes, it's Ida.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Ida, you won yourself a ticket.
I'm right there.
Oh, my goodness. I was just...
She's just joking. Look at that.
Wait a minute. It's okay that she gets it, even though she's in it. It's okay. You won. You won. Just like if somebody
Oh,
called,
my gosh.
you won. So that's fine. Yes.
Congratulations,
Yes.
Miss Ida.
Miss Ida.
Give it up for Miss Ida.
So I'm gonna give it to Sharon. I'm gonna give you a ticket to Sharon. When she today, because you are coming to the show for free. All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much.
Show
Yeah.
and dinner.
Because I had planned on coming to the show, even if I had to pay.
Okay. Okay, but you are coming. So.
Yes, I am, and I thank you for the free ticket.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for calling.
No, I'm really enjoying the show this morning.
Oh,
You
good.
know, it's yes, I really am. I was a little tired, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, oh no, I have to turn this on.
Oh, you know what? No, we appreciate you doing it. We had got started a little later, but I did mention it on Facebook that we would be starting at 11:15. So I'm glad you got on and was able to see. And I hope everybody else that usually supports us got on around little bit after 11 because we wasn't able to start until that time.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
but we
I did
thank
that
you.
To my other sister Martha.
Okay.
So she had called me, and I reminded her, so
That's
no,
right.
you still have plenty of time.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
My sisters.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you again.
Thank you for calling.
Bye, Miss Ida.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Miss Ida. All right. That was wonderful.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Well, that ticket's
that
gone,
you
but the
said
rest
that.
of the tickets are gonna sell out really
That's
fast.
right.
So what are you playing? Like you are who are you playing on in the cast?
I'm playing one of the abusers, one of the husbands that is very
oh,
horrible.
boy.
He cheats on his wife, he
Cheats on his
steals
wife.
money from her,
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
and
man.
all of that
All
kind
of
of
the
stuff.
above.
And I want
Wow.
to thank Crystal and Dr. Roxanne for inviting me to
Yeah.
get back into acting because I really, when I was in Howard University,
Ain't you?
before Chadwick Boseman and Taraji Henson and all them, I was a Howard player.
Wow.
And I toured with Howard University, Howard players all around the world
Did you?
in different musicals.
Yep.
And
Let me
it's
ask you a
great to be
question.
back to acting
I'm
again.
sorry to bother you. I'm sorry to cut you off, but let me ask you a question. Howard University, right?
Washington, D.C. Yes.
Did you
You know!
Yes.
you
That was
know
coming,
you know
Bison.
Patricia used to be Metley, Patricia Patsy, the Garrison.
That name is very...
Because she is very much
Yeah.
into the
The
Howard.
Howard?
She's always like doing all kinds of programs there. I just know you have to know her. I have to
Most
show you a
likely
picture
I
of
know
my
her,
eye.
yes,
She's
'cause-
very definitely
Yeah.
into Howard University.
We are Bison crazy. Howard
Yes.
Bison.
Yes.
Well, our vice president is a Howard Bison.
Yes,
Right.
wonderful.
Yeah.
It sure is.
All right, so Marguerite
Yes.
Ruff, could you
I-
tell us what are you doing in the play?
Well, I would first like to say,
Ruff.
our director writer, I like to give kudos to her because it takes great courage
Yes.
to come out
Mhm.
and just admit to abuse.
Yeah.
There's such a stigmatization on it, you know, that a lot of people that are going through it don't want to come forward.
Yes. Yes.
Because they're
yes.
stigmatized, and
Mhm.
for her to put herself out there
Yeah.
takes a lot of courage.
Yes.
And I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yes.
I'm glad to be a part of it. And I play an 85-year-old woman. Can you imagine?
Yes.
An 85-year-old woman.
How are you gonna do that? You look so young.
Yeah, you look so young. How can you?
Good.
We got good makeup.
Makeup and stuff.
You don't have to go out there.
We're gonna put some wrinkles on your face.
Yes.
Yes, a mother of the church, and it's church space, inspirational play, and I have 2 children whom I love dearly. Yeah.
Okay. She had to think about it. She loved dearly.
Yeah. No, but they're kids. I mean, they
Kids be kids.
yeah,
Kids.
Kids. They're grown.
Mhm.
They have issues.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
They have issues.
But God is good.
God is good. Yes, He is all the time. Yes.
But yes, I am a part of this wonderful play,
Yes.
and wonderful director, writer, cast, production team, and you guys are going to miss out if you don't show up.
Yes, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah,
Don't
tickets are
miss
going
it.
fast.
I just want to thank everyone who bought tickets. I sold at least 5 tickets so far, and I want to thank you to if I have to name you, Marjorie, Marjorie James, she bought one. Richard Dean, my girl Richard Dean, all of them they bought one.
Right.
2 of them she bought. Shay Monroe just bought one, and who else bought the ticket? Oh my God! I told y'all I don't want to blame it on won't blame it on my mom. Blame it on my age. Okay, I'm just forgetting a little bit. But I just want to thank you, everyone who bought a ticket and reached out to me that they wanted to buy a ticket. My BFF Kelly, she's buying one. She said she's gonna buy a ticket, and Cynthia Johnson. I can't forget Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia, for buying the ticket. So I just want to thank everybody.
Out there too. If you are a PFT member,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
buy a ticket.
Yes.
Come on.
PFT.
We're PFT right here, which
And you
stands
know
for
what?
Philadelphia Federation of
But
Teachers.
you know what?
Yeah.
Just because we retired, me and Doug have retired. We retired, but we still are members of the union. I still pay my dues to be a member of the union of School District of Philadelphia. So, buy a ticket.
Yeah, a lot of people don't notice that song "Wake Up, Rise Up, Our Lives
Yeah.
Matter."
Mm-hmm.
It was written when I was on my way to a PFT workshop at 17th and JFK. I had to pull to the side of the road, grab the Wawa napkin, wrote it with a Sharpie pen, put it in my glove compartment, and then ignored it.
Oh, wow.
The lyrics to "Wake Up, Rise Up, Our Lives Matter."
Wonderful.
It's
wonderful,
amazing. So
wonderful.
PFT, you're involved in this. So
Good.
get those tickets, folks.
Get those tickets.
Yes.
Get those tickets. Thank you. So, Sharon, what are you playing on that?
Okay. So
Sharon playing.
in the play, I play a woman who my husband is all kinds of disrespectful, like all kinds of disrespectful, verbally, and a lot of times people get caught up in physical abuse. People getting beat down. But I'm gonna tell you, there are some things that people can tell you. You can't put a band-aid over words.
Right.
And once they're out there. But I'll tell you one thing, this is where acting comes in, because my character is like, laid back and demure. But some of the like the dialogue with the guy who's playing my husband, I'm ready to say like, yo, who you think you talking to?
Yeah, right. But you're a little laid
But
back.
that's not my character. And then part of that, I blame Roxanne because Roxanne is playing this flirty, girly waitress.
I'm the waitress, but I'm trying to flirt with her husband, and she's sitting there with him, and we're flirting back and forth.
Wow.
So what kind of person is she? Is the character? But that's what it is.
Girly is her character.
Yes,
That's what a flirty.
right. Right. So I'm playing. That's my part in the play. Cause that happens. You go to a restaurant sometimes with people and they be very disrespectful to their mate.
Yeah.
And that's what they're showing, that can happen, or it has happened. They might be flirting with the waitress or flirting with someone else, so that's the part that I play. I am the waitress coming out there with, asking them, and then I'm rolling my eyes at her because I'm like, whatever, like I'm just trying to play that part of a flirty person
Right.
on to be the
Right,
waitress.
because I want to snatch her up.
Yeah, she
But
wants
that's
to.
not my character.
That's not character.
I'm not a snatcher up a character.
Oh, yeah. So that's
Right,
new
right,
acting.
right. Yes.
So,
But it's gonna be a nice play.
Nice.
I
And we
wanna-
have some other people that's not here,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Valerie Pickens.
Yes, Valerie Pickens. Oh yeah, we got.
she's
Oh
in the
yeah,
play.
I can
Yes.
name all the characters. Valerie Pickens, Trina. We call her Patrina.
Mm-hmm.
It's her
So
first
many
name. We have Earl Contee is a part of it. He's going to be in there. He has a part that I think he's a mailman. He's supposed to be the mailman.
Oh, I mean,
Bernard King is doing the
Yes.
stage preparation.
Yep. We have
Brother Earl.
Tiffany.
we have Tiffany. Tiffany Henderson. She is matter of fact, I think with her is more so. I think her husband is more like drinker and not doing the right thing.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not
Steal her
doing the
money.
right thing.
He sure ain't.
He's not doing the right thing.
He
either.
sure ain't.
Take her money.
Yeah.
Taking her money.
And also she has a poem. And some people that have poems also. So when they read the poem, it pertains to being domestic violence and stuff, and being a woman who's supposed to be proud of herself and going through a lot in life. Okay, so the poems are very wonderful. If you listen to the poems some of them have poems that they want to be saying, and that's a blessing too.
And let's not forget Mr. Dave.
Mr. Dave! Yes!
When did you give away his part? Let's just say this. It's so different from Mr. Dave, because this ain't Mr. Dave, so if you know Mr. Dave, you need to come.
Mr. Dave, look, I couldn't forget you. Mr. Dave is being abused. Now, he's one of the guys.
The other thing gonna be a surprise.
The other thing gonna be a surprise. Well, anyway, because I said domestic violence is not just the woman getting violently, hurt. It's the men too. Men get women can be very violent to them for domestic.
That's right.
Yeah, but if y'all know Mr. Dave, y'all know that's acting, because that's the farthest from Mr. Dave.
Okay, we got a phone call.
Okay, Mr. Dave, don't play that.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hey, good morning.
Hey!
What's up, my good
I know
brother?
your voice, my brother Q.
I think that's...
How you doing? That sound like brother Q.
Is that brother Q?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Q from Jersey. It's Q from Jersey. Good
Yeah.
morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. I had to tune in. I can't wait to see y'all play. Y'all got some exciting actresses in there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm excited to see what y'all doing on stage, even though I work with a bunch of y'all. See the lovely Marguerite, Ruff in the building.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
Marguerite.
All right, Marguerite.
Hey, if I don't tune into nothing else, I'm tuning into that. And I was just talking with Marguerite, Lady Maya. We got some stuff. Prayfully, we gonna work on. So
All
I'm
right.
excited about what y'all doing. My black excellence in the building, doing y'all thing. Y'all look wonderful.
Thank
I love the
you.
show. I got y'all on radio. I got my lip sync audience with me, my work truck. So
All right.
Support, just say I love y'all. I'm excited to see the play.
Yeah, we love you too. Yeah. We.
My tickets early before they get sold out.
Yes,
You know what?
please do.
I wanted you to congratulate you on that award that you got. You got an award. We want to congratulate you.
Right.
The most extinguished man. I think it was Distinguished Award for Men.
It was a Distinguished Gentleman Award.
Gentlemen, okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations. And also, Baby Girl's coming out. Baby Girl, y'all don't forget another one called Baby Girl. So we gotta support my brother Q in that also.
Well, I appreciate you, Dr. Roxanne, Marguerite Ruff, and the gentleman on the couch over there. Much respect. I love your work.
Yeah.
God bless y'all. I'll see y'all soon.
All right.
See ya. Be good.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, yep. So we have Mr. Dave. So who's abusing Mr. Dave? Debbie. Yes, Debbie. So we'll see. We don't want to give y'all all the juice.
Give it away.
We don't want to give you all the juice. But Debbie's so nice and sweet. So she playing that role though.
Right.
She's a nice and sweet lady. And that's why you have to be an actor. A real actor, that don't mean you like that in real life. But you can act it out in the play. It's just like me. I'm not a floozy in real life, but I can act it in the play.
And I'm not a mean guy in real life.
Well,
I am a mother.
Hey, Brett.
That's a little Brett joke.
I am laid back, but I'm not.
And I'm
that
old one.
laid
back. No, she's not that laid back. Because if somebody came to talk to her man in real life, try to talk to her man when she's ordering, she would have been mad at the person. But she playing a role like she's a laid back person. Okay.
Like, catch me outside.
Yeah, so that's gonna be wonderful, wonderful. So now, since if anything else that we got to say, we want to give a shout out to Mosette, the poetress. She's a beautiful person. She, like she said, this is about her life, and I definitely believe in her. I believe in her work. I believe in everything she do. So we just want to give her a shout out. Just clap for her. All right.
Good story, Lizette.
Yes, good story. And I thank everybody for being
sharing.
everybody that's a part of the cast member. They're wonderful. Because it's hard work trying to make sure everybody's there, trying to make sure everybody got it together. So just keep us in prayer on that, because everything's coming together. And we thank you, everybody, for who bought tickets and who's going to come to buy tickets.
One more important thing. I haven't sold not one ticket, so please look me up.
Oh, yes.
On Facebook.
Yes. Look up Marguerite Ruff so you can get tickets. Sharon, Pearson. Yes.
Tell your family. Tell your friends.
We're gonna have one person come up. Now you can come up and this is his wife, June. Yeah, so it'll be June and you. You can come sit
I sit back there.
let June
Okay.
sit there. Hi June, how are you?
sorry.
We just got finished talking about the play, and you're in the play.
Yes.
So let's just see what you have to say about what you're doing.
Well, my mind has been totally blown because 2 months before the play, I was working on a single. And the single combined the 23rd Psalm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my glasses. No, I'm just kidding. The song was introduced. When I introduce the song, I start with Psalm 23, a portion of Psalm 23. And then it goes to another part, which is an old time song. People would sing, I want Jesus to walk with me.
Yes.
And then it goes into I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord, which was another old praise and worship song that a lot of churches would sing and have been singing, still are singing for decades, probably maybe a century.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when I saw who we call Crystal, Mosette, when I saw her script, when I saw her script, my jaw was like practically fell on the floor. I wrote a song with the storyline that you're telling me. I've been working on a song for
Isn't that
about.
a blessing?
It's always supposed to happen.
Isn't that a blessing? Yes.
Yes, at that time. My mind was just totally blown away. So I had to hurry up and finish the track and send it to her. And she liked it, thank God. I was like, I can't believe this storyline and this song.
Yeah.
So that let me know that this is something that God gave to me.
Yes.
And I just feel blessed that I will be performing this song in her play. And I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful to Mosette the poet.
Yes.
I'm grateful to God because he did say that our gifts would make room for us as his promise in his word.
Yeah.
On the way to the play, I heard him speak to me loud and clear. I was praying about this script. I was so nervous. I was like, oh God, Lord, please help me do this. Please, 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 please help me do this. Please help me do this right.
So well.
Oh my God.
So well. Yes, she did.
And I heard his voice say, didn't I tell you that your gift would make room for you?
Yes.
And I had to pass that word along to Mosette the poet because it was for her. That was a message for her also.
Yes.
And her gift is making room for her.
Yes.
And I'm so proud of her because
Yes.
she's kind of telling my story too from the past.
Yes.
Not with my husband.
Well, that's
I'm a
the
good
thing.
guy.
You gotta say, make that clear, right? Not with Doug. Doug is such a nice guy. We know Doug is not.
But I play the bad guy in the film.
He does
I'm
play
in the
bad
play,
guy.
I'm sorry.
Trashman Blues. I know.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, but see, everybody have a story. I mean, and like you said, that's part of your story too.
Yeah.
The thing of it is with me, I never had a story with abuse, like a man abusing me, but mentally, abuse, but not Earl. I had to make that clear. Not Earl.
He's a good guy too.
Right,
We're the
He's a
same
good guy.
club.
But mental abuse could be the worst sometimes because
Yeah.
mentally or things that they do to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But other than that, no. So everybody has a story in this domestic violence or anything else. And then some people almost got killed doing domestic violence, and thank God that they still here to talk about it.
Right.
And everybody is all the women that I know that's in it had dealt with a lot of domestic violence. That's in the play. So we just keep everybody in prayer because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to say what's going on.
Right.
But that's a very big topic to talk about. Domestic violence is very big.
Absolutely.
And that takes a whole show, like I said before,
Yeah.
because we could talk about it. And some people, like the young ones that's coming up, a lot of times they are with boys and guys, and they think it's okay for somebody to hit them or even curse at them. It's okay, but that's not okay. None of that's okay.
No.
None of it.
It's not.
Yeah, so that's really good. That and I'm glad that she came out with this story. To open up a lot of people's eyes to tell and talk about what they're going through.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing that I'm just glad you're a part of it because you sung when you sang, I just felt the spirit when you got up there and sang on Thursday when we were there. So you're going to do
Can
a
we put
wonderful
on the
job.
spot next? Just
I wanted
sing
to
a
throw a
short
shoe
line
at her,
on
but I
the
thought it might
Oh,
hurt.
yeah.
Something real quick,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
I missed it.
Can you
Yeah.
sing a little
Give them
short?
a taste of what
Always
they
be
got.
Yeah.
ready to give an account.
Just give a taste.
Right?
Okay, well, the beginning of the song goes, oh boy. I want Jesus to walk with me.
You better sing.
Sing.
I want Jesus to walk with me.
Yes.
All along my pilgrim journey. I want Jesus to walk with me.
Woo! Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
You sound like
Yes.
you used to sing
Yes.
Leave for 3 Degrees?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell them that.
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, okay.
I did sing with the 3 degrees.
3
for
degrees.
about
Wow.
a year.
Well,
I
that's
was blessed.
that is wonderful. And I just found out,
Do this one.
that June is such a small world. That June is related to me on Medley's side.
Small
Yeah,
world.
Medley.
In that
family.
small world,
Never
Lynette
know
Medley
somebody.
and different ones, Darnell, she knows them. So we all related in some kind of way. That's a blessing.
Wow.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Small world.
Yeah, small world.
We are family.
So Doug, cousin Doug.
I got all my
Yes.
cousins.
Oh my God. Yeah, but so Doug, that's that's good. I'm so happy about this play, and I hope everybody buy a ticket because we still have some that we're selling tickets for. July the 29th. Remember, July the 29th is going to be the African American Building.
We're closing
Okay.
it out.
Yes, we're gonna close it out. Remember, we're closing it out. It's on 701 Arch Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19106.
Right. Like Brother Earl said, that's a historical occasion.
Yes.
But on the flip side, who would ever, it's a sign of the times.
Yes.
Who would ever think that the African American History Museum would be closing? We don't
Yes.
even have that many type of,
No.
places, and it's just sad, but like I said, this is a historic occasion, so
Yes.
you want to be there.
You want to be
Yes.
there.
You can say you're a part.
You
Yes,
want
yes.
to be a part of
Historical
history.
moment.
Right,
Yes.
folks. Please
I'm
grab your
really
tickets
there.
before they sell out.
Newsworthy.
Yeah.
This is a newsworthy
Yeah.
occasion. I'm putting that out there to the news people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Newsworthy occasion.
I
So,
was there.
Yes.
There you go.
You was there. All right.
I'm
Well, that's
excited.
part of it.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, and I really appreciate everybody, even the ones, I appreciate everybody who's looking and paying attention, who's all the supporters who's looking at the podcast every once a month. So I really appreciate that, and I really love you all for that. And the kisses and hugs to everybody that's paying attention. I really appreciate that. So one thing we're going to talk about before we close out, because we're not going to close out yet, we're going to talk about Wake Up and Rise Up, because that's very important. That's domestic violence, that's gun violence, everything that's going on as mental health. I mean, all that stuff comes into play. Wake up, rise up.
Yeah, Wake Up, Rise Up, Our Lives Matter. It started with a song and became a music video. And then after becoming a music video, I was interviewed on Dr. Roxanne's radio show. It was Dr. Roxanne and Showtime the Hype Man. They interviewed me on February 13th, 2021, the day before Valentine's Day. And we talked about Wake Up, Rise Up and the gun violence and everything that was going on in the world and Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. The next day, on February 14th, 2021, Dr. Roxanne lost her son. He was shot at 62nd and Lansdowne in Philadelphia. He wasn't the intended target.
Right.
And it was really, really tragic. So after hearing about that, the following Tuesday I called an emergency Zoom meeting, and we had like about 30 people on the line that responded. And it was a retired Philadelphia police officer that said, hey, his name was Sharon Wilson. He said, hey, why don't we just give a virtual concert with messages to raise awareness of the violence that's going on in Philadelphia. That was cool. When other cities heard about it, they said, hey, no, we want to be part of this. Mm-hmm. Other countries got involved. So within months, it became an international concert. And on September 21st, which is the United Nations International Day of Peace, they started doing this in 1981. So when they heard that we were doing it, two members of the United Nations, Dr. Joni Carley and Deborah Maldo, said, hey, we want to help you guys out. And they became a part of Wake Up, Rise Up. Wow. Dr. Joni Carley did the opening prayer, right, and Deborah Maldo did a speech. So we started the first year in 2021 in Ghana, West Africa. And then it went to Nigeria, it went to Spain, it went to Italy, it went to the UK, mm-hmm, and all over Europe. And then it came to the United States through the South, like the slaves. Right. Came up through the South and worked its way up north. And it ended in Dallas, Texas, with the godfather of Erykah Badu, Leo Hassan. So each location had a 1 hour show, a 1 hour stage. Mm-hmm. And when the show finished in one particular location, the host would say, here, I want to take this baton of peace, the Wake Up, Rise Up baton of peace, and pass it to the next stage. And this went on for 28 hours. Wow. So in 2022, we did it again on September 21st. Mm-hmm. This year we started in 2022, we started in Australia. Mm-hmm. And we ended in West Philadelphia. So I don't know where we're going to start in 2023, but look forward to September 21st. We're doing that virtual concert again.
Guess whose birthday that is?
Wake up, rise up, live for peace.
My mother.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
My mom's birthday is...
And it's my brother's birthday.
On 21st of September,
and our technology person who is in England, Sean Tonks, give a shout out to Sean Tonks. Yes. It's his birthday also.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Yes.
So happy birthday. And folks, September 21st. Look for the Wake Up, Rise Up, Live for, with the number 4, Peace, worldwide virtual concert. And it's lots of thousands of entertainers uniting together to promote peace.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
That's a blessing that, because, when he came up with that after being on the show, and also he told me about, he was very hurt and disturbed. He said he got on that phone and called everybody because, when he heard my son got killed. And that was the most devastating thing that happened to me in my life in 2021.
And your son is part of our family.
Yes, he's part of the family, definitely. Yes. So lose him, but his birthday is coming up July the 9th. So I definitely would, celebrate him. Of course, he'll be 40. I can't believe my son. Yes. He would have been 40 years old on his birthday. Goodness. Yes. But, I thank God every day because he gives me the strength. Because a lot of people say, oh, boy, you are the strongest woman I ever known. Because a lot of people say, I just will be. No, because of God's grace. If it wasn't for God, I don't know where I'll be at. And I say that to everybody. I don't know where I'll be at right now losing a child, losing the only son that I had. Yeah. So I thank God that he's giving me the strength to go on. And my son would be proud of me. He was proud of me when he was here. So he wants me to continue to move and do stuff and fashion, whatever I'm into, clothes, whatever. He wants me to continue to do things and now that, also was into doing radio personality, whatever, podcast. I was into
Keep
that
going,
anyway.
keep
He
going.
wants me to keep going.
Yes.
Right.
Because, like I said, it's a hard thing. Yes, I do got grands for my son. But, you know, everybody might not understand it's not the same. Even though you have grands, I love them dearly. It's not the same when you lose your child. Yeah, but, you know.
Yeah.
But I thank God for my grands that he left them here.
And I want to give a shout out to the Philadelphia musicians that have supported Wake Up, Rise Up. And to let everybody know, on August 18th, which is a Friday from 5 to 9, we will be taping the Philadelphia location at Wilson Park Pavilion. That's 2500 block of Jackson in South Philly. We'll be filming Wake Up, Rise Up with musicians from the Philadelphia area, and this will be broadcast on September 21st. So it will be the Philadelphia locations. So if you're a musician and you want to come out and do your thing, you're going to get worldwide attention on September 21st. So you can tape your segment on August 18th, which is Friday, but you have to register before with T-Town Entertainment.
Well, that's why I told Philly, was it Pure Ivy? I told Mr. Wilkes, I think he contacted the person. So Pure Ivy might be there, and I was hoping from Glenn, Leroy, maybe the intruders can come on out there too.
Oh, that'd be great. Glenn.
With, Corey
I worked
Williams.
with Glenn and them for many years.
Yeah, maybe
Played Apollo and everything.
Yes. Well, you know, talk to Glenn and see if he can come out there that day too.
Yes.
With his group, you know, that would be wonderful. Yep. So I just want to thank you all. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you for having
Payne.
me. And thank you for inviting us to be in the play.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you, Crystal.
in. Thank you, Marguerite Ruff. Thank you, Shay Monroe, who left already. I thank everyone who tuned in. I love you, but we're going to go around and I'm going to let them say one last word, and then we're going to end our podcast. Okay. So let's start with Sharon.
I just want to say everybody is it was a wonderful show.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the guests. Thank you, Doug and your wife. Thank you, Marguerite.
Yes.
I'm thinking about you over there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy for Marguerite either. She had lost a son.
Well.
How many years has been there with you?
It'll be 8.
8 years. 8 years. And the sad part about it is, you know, they never caught the person, right? That did this. And that's the sad part. Now, with mine, it's a different story, but I can't really talk about it. But from what I'm understanding, yes, it's a done deal. They did catch the person. But the thing with this, it's hard. It's hard. And I know it's hard for Marguerite. Mm-hmm. So I just, you know, my prayers are with you, Marguerite. And because it's not an easy thing to deal with.
Right.
No.
Definitely keeping you in prayer.
Yes,
that
keep
you
me in
will
prayer.
have justice for Justin.
Yeah, justice.
So I have the T-shirt and
yeah. And I do understand her pain. If nobody lost a kid, they would never understand what we go through as mothers. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Sharon, for that. So, Doug, what would you have to say?
What I want to say is, let's all live in peace before we rest in peace.
Yes.
And with Wake Up, Rise Up, we want to be like a vaccination.
Yeah.
We don't want to show up after somebody already got killed.
Yeah.
We want to raise awareness before somebody pulls the trigger and shoots another person.
Yeah.
So we're trying to send that message out. And everybody can do something. You know what I mean? Get together with your block, maybe have a town group or something, and you should monitor what's going on in your neighborhood.
Right.
And because the criminal doesn't want to get caught, first of all.
That's right.
So
we have somebody
you got surveillance cameras and all that stuff. That works.
That's all right.
Yes.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hey everybody, it's Q from Jersey again. I just want to say this, always say this. It's important that we share this show. Everybody's good that we like it, and that's good that we can look at it like it. But please share this show. It is very important to the local community that it reaches a broader audience. Please like, love, and share this program. God bless.
Thank you.
And subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel.
The YouTube channel.
Yes, because that's a blessing. I have 5,000 friends, and you know, sometimes, you know, I get confirmed to have more friends, to want to be friends that I don't know. And they might be the ones subscribe.
So
do me a favor, subscribe to the show because I'm trying to. I mean, I have to look down my list from time to time and delete. So if you on that list and you still on my page, God bless you. But if you're not, it's because I don't. Sometimes you don't get no response from people. But it's a good thing. Right. This show shows love. Our show is about love. Not only that, we like to promote everyone that has businesses. If you have a business, come on. We're going to promote you. Right. We're not just about us and just about publicity. Oh, yeah. No, we want others to come in here and talk about what they do in life. Exactly. You might help someone else. Whatever you're doing in life, you might want to help someone else. True. And they might want to work with you or do stuff. So it's good that we're, this radio podcast is a good thing for getting you out there, getting people out there, seeing what you do. And not only that, since I started this, I had nothing but guests. I have guests still waiting. Come on, can I go on next month? Mm-hmm. So we have nothing but guests. The day we don't have guests, yes, all four of us will be here. My manager, my tech man, and Sharon and I, we will be here with other topics. But right now, my guest is just pouring in, and we thank you, guests, for coming on and sharing all the stories that you have and everything that's going on in your life and things that you're doing. And Wake Up and Rise Up is definitely a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yes. And guess how much it costs? Free $99. That's free. FREE.99.
Gratis in Spanish.
You can't get better than that.
Yeah. So
I appreciate it.
But like I said, yeah. So it's just and just support one another. We'll support other stuff that you say. Oh, let's go to this. Let's go to that. We'll support other things. There's nothing wrong with just sharing. And I appreciate everyone who do share. I see people that share. They share the post. They share the radio. I really appreciate everybody who does that. Mm-hmm. That's love, and I really thank you for that. But it's nothing wrong with sharing the show because you got a lot of good people coming on the show.
Exactly.
That's doing good things.
Good
all right.
Things.
So yes, good things. So June, would you like to say anything?
My heart is just overflowing right now with a lot of gratitude for just the way that God opens doors. I would just like to say it's okay to walk in your greatness.
Yes.
As I heard young lady sitting here saying earlier,
Sharon.
We are all fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
I've seen teenagers that had Down syndrome who had a gift, an incredible talent. Yes. One had the ability to memorize songs and play the piano beautifully. There's artists. There's, so much. I worked with a girl who was called dumb. She was not dumb. She's a hair artist with braiding. And she has incredible record-keeping skills. So there's something special in each and every one of us. I firmly believe that. Yes. And I just want to say, just appreciate who you are and love yourself, which is a poem that I will recite in the play. It's called Self-Love.
Self-Love. Yes. I'm so excited. I'm very excited about the play that's coming up. I am, because it definitely has a meaning to it. And maybe looking at the play will help others to speak up. Just like you said, wake up, rise up, speak up.
Speak up.
Say something. If you getting, hurt, someone hurting you. A person put their hands on you one time. One time, it's going to happen again and again.
That's right.
So
it gets easier for them.
It's easy for them to do it. So speak up. All right. So I want to thank everyone for coming on. Marguerite, thank you. Did you have anything to say?
I just have one thing to say. Can we have a shoe cam on Roxanne's shoes here?
Oh,
yeah. Shoe cam.
I'm like,
shoe cam.
Wendy, where you
they are gorgeous. They are gorgeous.
Shoe cam.
The side view.
Side view. All right. Look, side view.
All right.
And
thank you
for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And so how can they get those shoes?
You know what?
That's another show. We'll talk about how. Look, if you want shoes, look, Dr. Roxanne Contee wants to open up a boutique one day. That's what I'm praying on.
Good.
I'm praying about that because things out there happen so much. You know, you want to open up, then so many people want to rob people in stores and stuff. But I would love to have my own boutique because I have clothes galore to share with you young ladies.
Excellent.
What about
Okay.
I like Doug shoes.
OGs? Oh yeah, OGs too.
Oh, yeah.
No. OGs. She said, what about OGs? OGs. Yes. OGs, whatever. If you can fit.
I'll cut in and make a shirt. That's about all I can do.
She said
Cut
she
in, make a shirt, make me a scarf or something like that. That's all I can do. That's all I can do with that. Cut that up and make it a scarf or something.
make it a scarf.
Make me a shirt, make me a something, yeah. I'm just keeping it real.
That's what because that first, like I said, God, you know, whatever plan God got for me, He's going to give it to me.
That's right.
So that's just the plan that I think about, you know, right now. But I just want to say thank y'all again for tuning in. Love you guys. And this is it for the show. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.